Would you like to work closer to home, save money on gas, and be rewarded for your hard work and attendance? Then Bellisio Foods is looking for you. That's right, Bellisio Foods is now hiring for multiple positions and shifts with great employee benefits, an on-site health clinic, competitive wages, and advancement opportunities. Bellisio Foods is a company that truly values their employees. Apply online at belisiofoods.com/careers.
Fat guy on a little quad. Fat guy on a little quad. Hey, if you don't hurry, this one's going to be mine. It's Cycle Search 2023, your opportunity to win not one, but two great off-road vehicles with Mix 96 FM and all of Total Media. You don't want to miss out on it.
It's something you and your buddies can take home and race.
Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show right here on Main Street TV. Of course, Jennifer here to start off your morning. Hello, Marlon. Thank you for watching. With some good friends from the Jackson County Fair, and we are going to talk about some really cool things coming up, right?
Yes. Absolutely. Anything that has to do with warm weather, I'm in.
No doubt. Today, so I'm channeling my inner, I won't stick my foot up again, because when I do, James puts it all over the internet. But I do have on my flip-flops today.
Me too. I have my sandals on.
See?
But I might not have put them away all winter.
True.
Yeah, I've had
all
them
that.
on. I've never wore shoes all winter.
Yeah.
I hate shoes.
Shoes suck.
Oh,
yes.
Shoes are
I
the
can
devil.
never find the perfect pair, so I just have to keep buying.
So you just buy more.
Yeah.
That's how I am. See, it's a girl thing. And then the husband's like, why do you? Yeah, that's what you needed is another pair of shoes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Anywho, we're going to talk not about shoes today, but, well, we might. But we're also going to talk about fun things going on at the Jackson County Fair this year. So first off, would you guys tell everyone who you are?
I am Michelle Lee.
Oh, Ryan Pelletier. We're from the Jackson County Fair. We're excited to be here this morning.
Yeah, well, we're super excited to have you here too because you all have made some major announcements here recently, and I mean, just a little bit of entertainment.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Just a little bit. That's kind of exciting. So first off, let's talk about the Jackson County Fair. When will it be?
Go ahead, Michelle.
July 13th through the 22nd.
It's kind of like the Apple Festival. You never know how it's going to fall depending on the dates of, whatever.
So we'll start out on the 13th and the 14th with harness racing, and then we'll go into the 15th with the NEAL McCOY concert. Yep. And it is
All
concert
caps.
only, just for everyone to know. There are no rides open. There will be food vendors open, but there is no rides until Monday at 5. So then the rest of the week, we have a whole bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah. That's exactly right. All the fair stuff.
Watch our pages, our Facebook and our website. We'll be updating the schedule so you can see everything going on.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
This is going to be so cool. So you guys have actually extended the fair. It's gone through all of these different phases of its life,
It's morphed here and there and everywhere.
Yeah, it has. But, I mean, back to when I can remember, being a 4-H member and, running around in the mud. And if you were real lucky, there was a little gravel on the midway and things like that. And, if you didn't lose your boots running down the midway, you were in good shape that day.
Yeah.
But certainly a lot of improvements at the Jackson County Fairgrounds, itself. Yep. So how's it kind of evolved over the years? My goodness.
Jeez. Well, it became a longer fair with our harness racing. So, as you know, sometimes there's a 1-day harness race. Then we've had 1 year we had no harness racing. Then we went back to the 2 days of harness racing, and we're really proud of the harness racing. We like to have that. A lot of folks enjoy it. We try to do the 2 days worth of harness racing.
In case we have a rain day, then we can move it to Saturday afternoon.
Yeah,
they can finish it.
That's really good. And you know what I love about that is the decision, because when I showed horses, strangely enough, horses can be terrified of horses.
Yeah.
And the reason that is because, so the harness racing used to be during the fair, if you remember. And our horses, our show horses, would absolutely freak out because harness racing horses have like a two-step gate situation.
Okay.
And totally just spazzes them out because it's just not how they
I'm
they
clueless.
go.
I'm learning.
Yeah, so standard breds
Michelle?
move in a different way than like a
I can
quarter
see that,
horse
right.
or whatever would because they pace like.
Yep.
So anyway, so that was always nice when they moved that away, but it's also good because it's easier for people to get in and out of the fair and that kind of thing to just participate in the harness racing.
There's been a lot of behind the scenes actions that makes the fair a little bit longer, like bringing animals in. We have a lot of animals. When you have 600 plus 4-H and FFA members, there's a lot of animals to deal with. So there's 2 days of bringing in animals in. So we're trying to do that in the cover of the night when it's easier for the animal and it's cooler for the animal.
It's cooler, yeah.
So by extending this fair out to almost 10 days, we're trying to put activities in there, as well. Our demolition derby is our top go-getter, as it always is every year, and that's going to take up your Saturday night. So you notice we've had concerts on Thursdays and Wednesdays and Monday or different days like that. So we're trying to put the concerts back on a weekend for folks that can enjoy those. So.
I think that's so cool. And so NEAL McCOY will be, kind of the Saturday before the fair starts. I mean, it's during the fair, but like, this end of the fair.
After the 2 days of harness racing.
Yeah.
So that Saturday, like Michelle mentioned, is a rain day. Let's say it rains on Friday. So the harness races will take place the morning of the 15th.
Okay.
But that's okay because the stage will be being set up, behind the track. So that's not going to be an issue. But yeah, it gives us something to offer folks on a weekend. So.
Yeah, and again, a little bit easier to get in and out when the actual fair isn't going on and you're not, moving around. And you're right about staggering the kids, bringing their animals in. That was just the worst. Like every animal at the Jackson County Fair shows up all at the same time and people trying to maneuver trailers and all of that. And it was horrible. So that's really smart doing that. But moving around and kind of spreading things out so people aren't all on top of each other. That is super convenient as well.
It's working out.
So as you said, for NEAL McCOY, the rides won't be open.
Correct.
But why would you want to be riding while NEAL McCOY is playing in the grandstand? So
that's correct.
But the food vendors and things like that will be there.
We will have limited food vendor. I mean,
there'll be some stuff for you to eat and enjoy and whatever. So let's go to NEAL McCOY for a minute. How on earth does a fair board, in little old Jackson, county, how do we get someone like NEAL McCOY to play? Well, other than
Ryan worked hard on this.
Pay them a lot.
It takes a lot of. It's a gamble. And you mentioned this on your last show.
Yes.
When you and Pete were talking about it really is a.
It is a gamble.
It is a gamble. You're gambling with money that you don't want to gamble with. The fair board, the group that's there has over the last 10 years has worked really hard to try to make improvements and save money.
You have.
So that improvements can be made. So when you spend $50,000 on a musical act. And we've done this in the past, and we've not made money. We've always lost money on those events. It makes it harder and harder each year to do it again.
Well, yeah, because you're in the hole more and more, or you're starting from behind the 8 ball every time.
And the goal was always to move up each time.
Yeah.
With an act, we started out with Sammy Kershaw, and then went from Sammy Kershaw to Tracy Bird, and Tracy Bird to
Kentucky Headhunters.
Well, the Kentucky Headers were first, but we went back to the Kentucky Headhunters. Yeah. We had a few in between there, and I forget who they are now, but we were trying to move up. And when you don't bring in the funds to pay for that act, that makes it tough because the artist can be $30,000 to $40,000, and you've got $10,000 for stage, sound, and lights, and there's a lot of moving parts. So there's a lot of folks. They say, "Well, we want a good act at the fair. We want music at the fair." But when you only bring in $20,000 of the $50,000 you're spending, you can't continue to do that.
Sure.
So we have come up with an idea to partner with Total Media. No pressure. It's all on you this time.
Please come out.
We have partnered with Total Media. We're excited about it. You're going to help us market it.
Yeah.
So the goal is to break even. I mean, it's not to make money. We just want to bring someone into the fair that Jackson County loves and enjoys, and then still be able to do it each year moving forward. So this is a new thing for us and for Total Media, I believe. So that's how we got to that point. Now getting there is tough because most folks are like, well, let's spend $15,000. Well, for me, you're not going to get anyone that anyone knows, right?
Correct.
So
you almost have to either go hard or go home. Like,
what we're trying to avoid is when I mention a name and you say, well, I don't know if I've heard of them, and then I Google the song and you're like, oh, I've heard that song. We're trying to avoid that. Yeah. Because that means that no one's going to. Yeah. Not everyone's going to pull their phone out and try to. Right. But when I say NEAL McCOY, or I say Travis Tritt, or we say, I mean, I hate to always talk about country acts, but that's kind of where Jackson County is centered. But when I say those names, you recognize them.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get a name.
Love that.
And it's usually a legend act. I get it. It's usually someone that's already been at the top. But Neil has kind of stayed there. Yeah, he has. His whole career. And you know, the cool thing is with those concerts, like, you know, there's artists that are up and coming, and like you like to go to their concerts to hear their new stuff and like to, you know, kind of grow with them. But the concerts where you go to like NEAL McCOY or Travis Tritt or Garth Brooks or any of those guys, like those are sing-along concerts. Those are fun. Right. You know, you just
stay out of your seat.
Yeah, you just know all the words to the songs and you can sing along with them, and that's what this is going to be. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, we're excited.
So I wonder how many, I told James, I went home that night after y'all had announced this and told my Alexa to play NEAL McCOy's. My husband came home and he was like, what are you listening to? I'm like, NEAL McCoy.
You're getting refreshed, right?
Really. And it was like, oh my God, I forgot he sang that song. Oh my gosh, yeah. And like, so there's all these songs that popped up. I'm like, I know all these songs. Awesome. And it was just like, took me a second to kind of like refresh my memory.
So we will see you dancing.
Oh, girl, I'll probably be on the stage.
There you go.
No, I'm just kidding. Probably not. I'd probably break something. But so if you don't mind, and we have some time to kill here today, could you go through the process of like booking a named act like NEAL McCOy? I mean, I know it's a big thing, and you know, like, it's not just booking the act and then they show up and you're like, okay, this is like you book the act, then you babysit a little bit, because some of them can be more demanding than others.
They're
very needy. You know, you do have to perform and do the sound and the lights, and you know, there's so much involved in it. Could you just talk though about how did you come to get NEAL McCOy?
It's kind of boring. No, I'll be quick though.
I don't think it's boring. I think it's like fascinating how you do.
We use a company. We've used different companies over the years. Okay. To do the bidding for us. So we will contact that agency.
So it's like an agency,
which is it's MPE Entertainment, MPE out of Ironton, Ohio. We've used RMA. We've used different companies. They all do a great job. Okay. So what we do is we'll call them. There's several different avenues. We like to use the turnkey approach, which is we tell them how much money we're going to spend. We have to spend. Okay. And then they go out and try to book an act for us, and they'll give us a list, and we start, you know, eliminating or going through those lists. And the first thing you do is give them your date.
Well, so yeah, here's the thing. So you can't, you know, book. You're not going to book NEAL McCOy if Friday night he's playing in California somewhere. Correct. Probably. I mean, that's probably not going to happen.
And the good thing for Jackson County Fair is we're in between two country festivals. Our date. So great. We're always trying to get a bigger name for a little less money because they may be traveling through this area.
Yeah, they're going to be here anyway.
Festival to another. So we're always playing that avenue. But we give them the date, and then we start negotiating, and sometimes that takes a long time. NEAL wasn't the first person that we negotiated on this year. He was actually the third or fourth, I believe, not on purpose. Just at one point, he had taken his 15th down, as if he was. What that tells us, he's already booked.
Yeah. Okay. So he wasn't even going to be available.
No, we started with Neil. He was the very first one we asked about, and he was not available. So we moved on from that, and we were looking at at Wednesday and then Saturday and back and forth with different artists, and then all of a sudden he put the 15th back up on his as available.
It was meant to be, folks.
It was.
See?
So we had to have a special meeting with the fair board because we were going to have to spend more money. So we had to get those folks on board to spend more money, and that's not easy.
Did you put Michelle in charge of that?
No.
Nope, this is all right.
No, it's all how you sell it, right? So we had to go in and try to explain to the fair, and the only thing that helped sell it was Total Media.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great.
Well, once we get that done, and we decide, okay, we're going to go with this artist, then we have to start agreeing to terms of like how we're going to spell the artist's name,
all caps,
or how we're going to what we're allowed to say, what picture to use, what picture we're allowed to use.
I want 17 green M&Ms in
a
crystal bowl.
I finally figured that out. I know why they do that.
Setting on a
they do
oak table, like
they do, and I know why. For us, it was blue, all blue M&Ms.
Did that really happen?
It did.
It did.
And I figured it out.
I've heard stories of that.
I thought, why are they so picky? I mean, what is the deal? It's not that the artist doesn't know they're going to get blue M&Ms. Okay. That is a way to see if you're paying attention to the writer. If you are looking to see, so when they show up and they say you got a bowl of blue M&Ms there, right?
Yeah.
They don't have to look any farther. They know you paid attention to the writer.
Okay.
That's all.
You're following the rules.
Yeah. So we don't do that. We pay a company to do that for us. So that's why I call it turnkey. They're going to make sure they get all the frillies and the hotels booked, and they're going to get.
Do you think they have bulk M&Ms like in every color? No, I'm just teasing.
Right. The only thing we take out of the writer and we work on is the sound, stage, and lights.
Okay.
We do that ourselves.
Okay.
We hire companies to come in and do our.
Well, because we have fantastic people around here that do that. We're blessed.
We have a lot of great folks that can handle that for us. We try to take that out of the equation so they're not coming from Cincinnati or Cleveland or somewhere like that, or Nashville to put that in. So NEAL McCOY does not bring his own stage, sound, and lights. Now you move up to Travis Tritt, he's going to bring all of his own.
Okay, they travel with their own set.
So that's more money.
Gotcha.
So that's kind of where you got to see where you're going to land and what you think you can bring in to cover the cost. So
okay,
with us, we landed at we're at $50,000 with NEAL McCOY and stage sound and lights. So
yikes.
We're on the hook.
Please
come out. Nerve-wracking for marketing, and just like with you guys and us, we're sending out all our marketing letters and trying to get sponsors, and I'm excited to work with Chris to go out to get sponsors for us.
And I look at it because I've been the president before and the vice president before and the treasurer before, and I say that because I get a chance to look at all of those. And Michelle is tasked with, and I will just tell you, the way that our folks set up our fairs, she's got to bring in $80,000 in marketing money to make it go, and that's not towards the concert. Excluding the concert.
That's just to promote the fair.
Just to make that
keep the electric
1 week
and the water
going.
and everything
all that
else
stuff
going.
So it's not easy to.
Yikes.
We've also put it under our umbrella the livestock committee and the advisory council. So we're only sending one letter out to try to raise money for the fair, but then she's giving those folks, and they're helping her raise money.
That makes sense. Everybody working together instead of it being... Because if you start getting all these letters from different people, you get confused.
Sure.
And that's the way it happened in the past. Here was this one. Here was that one. Oh, well, we gave to that. So they thought...
I gave to the fair.
Right.
Yeah.
So we put it all together, and it
makes
seems to be
total
working better. You're not getting 20 letters. You're getting one.
Well, and if you have committees that have folks on them with brains in their heads, they understand that's how it should work, and it should...
It does. We've got... really good committees.
You guys have fantastic people right now.
We do.
I can remember a lot of fighting and things over my years. So it's really good that everybody's working together for the better of the fair.
Yes.
Yep,
I don't want to fight with anyone.
No.
I know life's too short, man.
Yep.
We just survived a pandemic. We don't need to,
No,
to
we
be
don't need to
fighting with
fight.
anybody.
No, we just want to have fun and watch NEAL McCOY. That's really all we're
And the kids. We want the kids to come in with their
Yeah.
animals and have a great time and
Yes.
the experience, That's what it's about. That's what we're there for.
I mean, I cannot tout, the fair and 4-H enough. And I'm going to talk about that side for a moment because it is just, I think back about the and I've said this a million times, but like the memories I made, the people that you meet that you would have never met otherwise, like lifelong friends that you literally, it sounds so cheesy, but people that you're friends with today that you would never have met otherwise. They came from other schools or, other towns or whatever. And just all the fun we had at the fair, just kids being kids.
Yeah.
I never experienced that. I wasn't in the fair.
Really?
No.
It was so good.
Yeah,
and even as
I
you
did
get
too.
older, it's it changes because you go from being the youngin' that, the older kids are kind of, I don't want to say bossing you around, but mentoring you and whatever, and you're not really sure what's going on. And then all of a sudden the tables turn and you become that person for the newest generation. And it's just such a wonderful experience, all of it.
It's fun to watch them. It truly is. It's fun to watch the kids with their animals. It's not fun on sale night when you see them bawling their eyes out and hugging them.
Love them
they
so
do.
Much,
They do love them so much.
And it's just,
and then you see some of them that's like, goodbye.
Yeah,
We're glad to see you go. You got that crazy cow or that crazy pig, and they're not crying. They're waiting to put that.
No, yeah. When that thing
animal
tramples
in
you
the
about
trailer.
14 times, yeah, you're definitely your attitude changes a little bit when it breaks your toe. But no, it is fun.
The one thing we've learned with our 4-H kids, and they've had so many great mentors over the years. They're 4-H advisors. We've had Aaron Daly, who was a long time 4-H extension educator. Did I say that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
extension.
you were close.
I know educator is in there.
Yeah.
Yep.
She was there. I think she set the record for the amount of years she was there.
And did a wonderful job.
She did, and then following her lead is Maddie.
Yes.
Right? Have you met Maddie?
Oh,
yet?
she's been here a couple times.
Yeah,
she is a doll.
She's doing a great job.
She's so excited too.
And
her energy's infectious.
Absolutely. I don't want to take any statistics from either one of those because they've got them. They could tell you right off the top of their head. But the youth leaders that come out of 4-H, they make wonderful adults. Is what I'm getting at. They're leaders in our community.
Absolutely.
In the agricultural world and in other venues that the careers that they take. They're good kids. They don't cause any trouble at the fair. They're just wonderful. It's a wonderful program. You can't say enough about 4-H.
You can't. I mean, just from, a public speaking standpoint, you have to, you're 9 years old and you have to go into an interview and with adults and have a conversation, have them ask you questions that you may or may not know the answers to. And it's terrifying, but at the end of the day, you survive it, whether and it makes you stronger. And one of my biggest memories of 4-H, and I still to this day am so angry about it.
Now we're talking. Here we go.
But it is just a learning lesson. I was in showmanship with my horse, and it came down to myself and another girl for grand champion. And the judge was going back and forth, having us do different maneuvers and whatever. And we were just both killing it. So she's like, I don't know what to do. So finally the judge looked at us, and it is the most simple question, and I froze. She said, starting with from the front to the back, name 5 parts of your horse. And I just, and the other girl just spewed it off just like that. She won. I got reserve. And I was so mad, and I'm still mad to this day about it.
Okay, name those 5 parts.
Oh my God. I mean, I'm like, you got your pole, you got your ears, you got your neck, you got your withers, you got your back, you got your rump, you got all of that. I mean, it could have gone on forever.
Then you froze.
I couldn't, I just
James,
said
you
nothing.
get that for a short. You could.
Yeah.
You could record that and play it later as a short.
Oh, yeah, we got it.
I'm gonna record that and send that to that judge.
She just nailed it.
I
today.
I don't think I spewed out one thing. I think I just stood there and I was so mad. But anyway, those are things that you learn. That would never happen to me again because
You'll make sure of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So
and look, it made you the person you are today because you just
now I just
don't
blab
skip
all
a
the
beat.
time.
You just don't skip a beat.
Just talk all the time now. But no, those are all things that you learn in 4-H. Makes you a better person, makes you a stronger person. Again, friendships and learning empathy and helping each other and all, I can't say enough about 4-H. It's kind of like you've been in for the Boy Scouts too.
Absolutely,
and same thing. It's same thing.
It is same thing. It's 4-H is not for some. Scouts is not for some. But if you can get them involved in something
equivalent to
and they both are very equivalent in leadership roles.
Yes,
and
very much.
And just being, like I like to say, it's very simple. Good humans. I mean,
just good
that's
people.
how it is. Good people.
Because at the end of the day, you're in the show arena and, you're being competitive. And the minute you walk out, you're either, saying congratulations or you're comforting somebody or, you're celebrating or whatever. I mean, there's all those emotions that you have to deal with. And a lot of it you have to deal with at a young age.
Sure. Yes. And a lot of the subcommittees that we deal with, Livestock Committee, Advisory Council, FFA, Horse Committee.
Yes.
All of those adults were in 4-H. Just all of them. Yeah. And they just want to continue to be a part of it. So
absolutely, because it means something.
It means
to
something
them,
to them,
and they understand the importance of it.
Yeah,
for sure.
We're very blessed to have the group that we have, and folks like Michelle and that work really hard all year long.
Absolutely.
It makes the fair tick. That's what it is.
It does.
Yep.
You're right. So what are your roles technically within the Fair Board? Do you guys have titles?
I do marketing and I do vendors.
Okay.
So whether it be a food vendor or, a craft vendor, whatever.
So if I want to show up and sell personalized tennis balls, I call
Absolutely.
Michelle.
Yeah. You call Michelle.
And then, of course, like all the marketing. So I send out all the marketing letters, then follow up and the banners. So all the banners, throughout the fairgrounds. It's Angie Eisnagel works with me. So, that's my role. And then
that's
wherever
her,
I can pick up. I grab anything else. You yell at me and I'll help you.
That's her rendition. That's her idea of what she does. Now I'll tell you what she does.
Yeah,
so.
all of it.
Yeah. Michelle reminds us and keeps us on our toes. She reminds us when we got something coming up. She reminds me when it's time to get my camper out of the barn.
Hey, he got.
Which I did. Try to be ahead of her this year.
And I called to tell him that someone stole his
she
camper
did,
and set it up for him.
Because, it was already out ahead of hers, I might add. But no, she keeps us moving forward. We have a communications group between the Fair Board.
Yes.
We call it Group Me,
Group
right?
Me. Mm-hmm.
So Michelle gets on Group Me, and she'll be like, hey, guys, it's X amount of days till the fair. Or don't forget tomorrow we got to be here. Or don't forget we got to set up this. And then during the fair, she'll say, tomorrow is Youth Day. I need help over here setting these banners up or whatever.
You keep them all on their toes, don't you?
She keeps us on our toes. And it's very, it's nice.
But it's a team effort.
It is.
We have 20 Fair Board members this year. It's a team effort.
Yep.
And you guys have such a good Fair Board, and I think a lot of people don't know, but, it's a kind of an honor to be selected to be on the Fair Board. You have to kind of, I don't want to say audition or try out, but you have to be selected and you have to be interested in it.
People select
like an election.
Yeah. Yes, it is an election.
Yep.
So
and hopefully people see, just like with Ryan or myself, that I'm there for the right reasons.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm there because I want to be, not because I have to be.
Yeah.
I don't have a kid in it. I don't have a grandkid in it. I'm there because I want to see these kids blossom, and I love watching them with their animals, and I just enjoy it. I enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is for the right reason then. Yeah. And it's not that you have a dog in the fight or some ulterior motive, which is great.
And I truly believe all of our Fair Board members are there for that reason.
I think so too.
I do want to tell you what I do.
What do you do?
I'm over the Queens. That's truth.
That's the truth.
Well, let's just talk about that for a minute.
We got that coming up. The Queen's Contest is coming up.
You do.
I don't know how I landed that job.
I don't know how you landed that job either.
I'm over entertainment. Wait a minute. Non-motorized entertainment.
In Queens.
which is getting concerts and the Queens. Yes, which is I'm excited about. I'm surprised that I landed that task. But we're working on it.
Yep.
I'm going to get a chance to meet those fine young ladies and
Yes.
Mr. Young
Yeah,
Mr.
little mister,
Young
yeah.
Mister. I got to get used to that. I'm used to the Hilco where we have the 6 or 9 young
Yeah,
ladies,
and that's
Little
it.
Miss and Junior, and
Now you got boys to deal
there
with
is
too.
a Mister, which he is famous. Is it Swackhammer? Is that his-
Swackhammer.
He is famous. I am going to get his autograph when I meet
Famous
him.
or
He is
infamous,
famous.
one or the other.
He is famous. I want to get his autograph. But yeah, Queens. I just wanted to mention that.
So we have. I'm going to put forth the, the challenge that since I was the what year was it, James?
Why are you asking me?
I don't know because you had the picture, not me.
Well,
So you was a fair queen.
No,
Oh,
I was. I think it was 1990.
yeah.
I think.
I mean, that's what I think too, but only because you've said I think it's 1990.
I think it was 1990, Jackson County Fair Horse Queen. And I think that we should bring that back.
I agree.
hey, I knew nothing about a horse queen. So,
Yeah.
Well, my picture's on the wall in the fair building.
Oh, really?
well, there ain't
So
no
you were
pictures right now.
you weren't. So you're. Let me get this straight. You weren't the fair queen. You were the horse
The Horse Queen.
queen. I
So
did
was
not
there
know
just
that.
a queen? I mean, did you have others?
There's a
or
fair
it-
queen too, but there
I mean,
was a
was
horse
it just
queen.
you as the queen that you didn't have a?
Did you arm wrestle the other queen or
No,
anything
I
like that?
had. No, there was a first and second attendant.
Did
and
you arm wrestle
queen.
the horse?
So when you tried out, did you try out on your horses?
All of that, yeah. So you had interviews. You had, and so what they did is like they had different shows, and they had a special horse queen class. So like throughout the summer, they used to have open shows at the fairgrounds and stuff, and we had to compete in the horse queen class.
How did we mess that up?
I don't know.
And
but
showmanship and horsemanship. And so each, that judge that day would judge that class, and then they tallied all those scores together. And then we also had interviews and stuff too.
We should bring that back. I'm very
See?
interested.
I'm thinking that's a Jamie Sexton project.
that would be.
Dude, that would be so good.
That's a
for
Jamie
him.
Sexton project.
He is in the horse committee now.
He is.
Yeah.
He
I
is.
think that would be.
Jamie, I hope you're listening
Yeah, me too.
or watching.
And I even had a crown that went around my hat.
No kidding.
With a band around
James,
it.
I think you need to get that picture.
We can't find it.
Yeah, well, I'll show you the one I've got. I think I still have it on here. She doesn't have the crown on, but give me a second and I'll try to
Okay.
find the one I have.
Okay.
Oh God. Yeah, this is much younger.
This is food for thought anyway.
This is baby Jen.
We're looking for some
Now,
good things to bring
back
back.
then,
Yeah,
I remember
some
this.
horse
So
queen.
I was running around the fair with my dad, and she was running around the fair with her dad while they were
Oh, my
talking on
God.
the microphone. And she was doing horses at the same time.
Yeah.
Those are busy times.
Yeah, and I think back, and I've told this story a million times here on the show too, of Dad just being like, "Hey, I need you to go up to the fair. I need you to go over and turn the stuff on the remote unit and go out and interview some kids." And I'm like, "What?"
But look, it
Well,
made
I don't
you
have
the
anyone else to work, so you're gonna do
It
it.
made you the person you are today.
I guess so. Yes, something like that. But no, and that's the truth. And we both had dads that were up there running
Oh,
around,
yeah.
and by golly, if they were going to do it, you were going to do it too and be
It was
part of it.
A wooden brown trailer. Remember
Yes,
that?
the wooden brown trailer.
Yeah.
And I have the best picture somewhere of those two in that trailer, and they are so young.
Yeah, I
And
wouldn't fit in that
cannot
trailer
find
myself,
that picture.
but-
I don't know where it's at. Did you
All
find
right,
it, James?
I found this picture, and your sash does say 1990.
Okay,
Look how
at that.
beautiful.
that's baby Jen. And
That's beautiful.
That's Tex.
That's Tex. That horse barn and that door
He
is
was
still
very
there. right?
tall, as
Looks
you
just
can
like that.
tell. What about the horse barn?
I said that same barn is there right
Yeah.
now with that same hinge.
Yep. It is. It's
Probably
been
the-
redone a few times.
It has.
Since
It
then.
has. It has.
Is that same box fan still?
Same
hanging
box
up?
fan.
That same
Still
box fan still. Yep. All of that.
Well, that's really neat.
yeah.
Yeah. See,
That's
there you go.
definitely something to put in there.
That's proof that I was
You
the
were there.
1990.
That you're still the
Jackson
queen.
County Fair Horse Queen.
Were you the last one, you think?
No, there was. I think Jessica Huntley was one after me, and I think there were a couple more after me, and then they just kind of died out.
I always thought they were fair queens. I'm mistaken on that. We got
go look at the wall.
And
there's
the pictures we have taken down for right now because we redid that building.
You what?
We redid the building. It looks amazing.
I wasn't going to tell her that part, Michelle.
No, it's amazing. So funny because what happens though is people actually go in and they look at those pictures, and then I get like rando pictures from the fair of like, what's this? What were you doing?
We need to get those pictures back up.
Look at this girl.
We need to get.
We might need that picture to make a new one.
Right on.
Oh, we've got them somewhere. We'll get them back up.
But anyway, so that's neither here nor there. Well, let's talk about some of the other fun things that are going to happen at this year's fair. I mean, we've addressed, the harness racing, NEAL McCOY, which will be kind of at the start of the fair. But then, what else will you be doing, or do you know yet?
So we go into Sunday with the autocross.
The what?
Yeah.
It's called autocross.
Kind of exciting.
It's exciting.
Fun.
Other fairs around us have had it. If you want to Google it, it's
I'll
It's
bet
like a motocross
They can
with a
drive
car.
it in. They can if you drive it in, you can run it on the
I
track.
was gonna say, do we need to get Porterhouse in here again to explain?
explain
Yeah,
the
Yeah, maybe.
the difference to you.
Can you find a video of an autocross?
Is it different than motocross and supercross?
It is. It's called
okay.
autocross. Ross County Fair, I know, has it on their website or something.
Oh, James will find it. He finds
Give
everything.
me a minute.
Christopher Smalley brought it once to the fair.
Okay.
A while back. It was pretty neat.
So, give us the premise of it while James is looking for a video.
I mean, just to break it down very
if
simply.
you can drive it in, you can drive it on the track. And
So it's just normal, like everyday people bringing a vehicle in to drive on the crack.
We
On the crack.
make a track. We make a track out in the infield that they'll drive.
Do
like
they
a
race
figure
each
eight.
other, or do they race
do.
one at a time?
They jump moguls, and it's pretty intense.
So you don't want to bring in your daily driver, probably, to be.
Well, I mean, you don't, but there will be some that will.
It might not drive the same after.
It might not drive the same.
Leave.
Correct.
So there's like jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
like a Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
Never
So
taken
then-
over
Correct.
any sweet jumps.
From that, we go to that's Sunday. On Monday, we have Kids Day, and it's a full-fledged Kids Day on drug prevention. Angie Eisnagel is heading that up.
Love that.
So they actually will have a stage set up and entertainment that night. Don't ask me exactly what all
And
the
a lot of
entertainment
the kids get in free that day, right?
Kids get in free, 12 and under.
And then ride for free after 5?
Yep, but rides
So-
open at 5.
On Monday, it's your day.
Batman, all kinds of fun things going on that day.
Cool.
But it's all around kids, and then again, drug prevention and vaping and suicide prevention.
Oh, that's so wonderful. All of that. Don't vape; it's bad for
So
you.
here's the autocross.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I'm not thinking
thi-
you want to take
so
your
this-
daily driver onto
Oh, there are people that drive them
They
in.
do.
So this I think this is at the Ross County Fair.
Yeah, that's in there. They got a large.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
There's a lot of Jeeps.
There is a lot of Jeeps, a lot of vans.
Yep. They just go around and around and around and jump and.
That would actually be so fun.
There's your mud. Put your boots on.
Oh yes, I love it. I love it. Thank you, James. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Okay,
So that's Monday.
we'll nominate Michelle for that one.
Or
agree.
Monday's Kids
Yeah.
Day. Tuesday is tractor pulls.
Yep.
Wednesday, we are going to have Lori Graves and someone else doing comedy.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Comedy show.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's awesome.
She is.
She's really good.
So that's Wednesday. Thursday is
It's a rodeo now.
rodeo.
Okay.
I forgot my notes. And then
You're fine.
Friday is the motocross. And then, of course, Saturday is our derby.
The Bang 'em Up Derby.
Right, Bang 'em Up
Crash 'em
Derby.
up.
But our it'll be on our website. Watch our Facebook page. The Queen's Contest is coming up.
Very good. All of that.
I should know that date.
King,
Yeah,
April-
Mr.
King, when is the Queen's Contest?
I'm going to get back to you on the contest.
And before that, we have the extravaganza coming up.
Oh, let's
So-
talk about that. What
so
is
the
that?
extravaganza will be June 29th through July 4th.
Oh, so it's a 4th of July kind of fun thing.
Kind of 4th of July bash.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can camp that weekend. Our campsites will go on sale May 7th from 12 to 2. We'll be at the back campgrounds at the Shelter House.
Okay.
For $150, you camp the whole weekend, plus you get 2 extravaganza tickets. extravaganza tickets put you in the drawing for a zero-turn mower. We have 8 guns.
Nice.
We have gas grills. We have cornholes. We have pop-up tents. We have chairs, coolers, just all kinds of stuff to give away.
Okay.
So for a $10 ticket, it puts you in the drawing for all that stuff. They're going to do a gun bash. So Jerry's Pawn Shop will be set up doing the gun bash.
What is that?
You go to a table and there'll be this gun and it's a deck of cards, and for this amount of money, they tear the card in half and you go in that drawing.
Oh,
So
fun.
pull your card, you get that gun, you'll go over and see Barney at Jerry's Pawn Shop. He'll run your background check and away your gun.
Yeah, so all on the up and up on that.
All on the up and up.
Yeah.
We're going to have mud volleyball. There you go. And it's going to be in the horse arena.
Yes! Love it.
Cornhole tournament going on. Of course, 50-50s and a Chinese auction.
That sounds like so much fun. And then you have
Music.
entertainment
Yes.
that night or that weekend too, right?
Friday and Saturday will be entertainment.
Okay.
Don't ask me who they are because I left my list back at the house.
Well, you guys are just going
watch
to
our
have to come back
Facebook
with
page.
that.
Well, we keep posting it. Chris Walls is doing a great job, and that's probably him calling me to tell me. But
Oh,
it
you're
probably is.
right here. There's your band for the
for is that Friday night or Saturday night?
July the 1st.
Michael
Christopher. Michael Christopher. Yep.
I have to put on
Sorry.
my glasses for that, Ryan.
Yeah,
Michael
sorry.
Christopher Band to perform July 1st.
Awesome.
And the stage will be under cover so that, if it's hot, we're going to have the fans go on. You can bring
Okay,
your
cool.
own chairs set up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We just want to have a fun-filled weekend for July 4th, and let's have some fun.
Will there be some fireworks there?
No
Well,
fireworks.
maybe.
Maybe.
We're
Okay,
getting some
he's
dirt
bringing out
right
the-
here.
yeah.
Not at the fairgrounds, but there might be fireworks in the city of Wellston around that time. So
Okay. See, so you
and you'll
drive.
be able to see them from the fairgrounds.
Oh, you can.
yep.
Okay. Awesome. So yeah, you get your own fireworks show too.
I think you got the mayor coming in here soon.
I don't know. Do we?
Next Wednesday.
Maybe you could pin him down on that and get him to commit to that.
Can't
while you got him
wait.
there. I mean, stuff like that. Not to give you a tip or anything, but yeah. So I think the first is the Saturday, and I think that's what the city was looking at is on the Saturday because we do not want to shoot fireworks the same time as Jackson.
And
We have
that's
made
on
that
Monday.
mistake 2 years in a row. So yeah, we do not want to do that. We didn't do it on purpose. But we want folks to come from Jackson to Wellston,
Sure.
and vice versa.
Yeah.
So
So theirs is on Monday.
ours will be on the 1st,
On the 1st,
which
okay.
is a Saturday.
Okay,
if
very good.
if they pull it off. So
Wonderful. Okay. So that will be something extra that you'll get to see there from the fairgrounds too, for the extravaganza. So,
And all the money from the extravaganza, just so everyone knows, is going to build onto our current campgrounds for the kids.
okay. Yeah, none of that existed when
Our
I
kids
was in
are growing.
4-H.
Our
It
kids are
didn't.
growing. We need more campsites. Parents not having to run back and forth and drop them off or whatever. We want more campsites for our kids.
It
So-
would have been so nice to have that when we were up there
Yep.
because, we had to drive home and come back and, back and forth. And it's not that big of a deal, but it would have been really nice to stay up there and have access to.
And it's nice to watch the kids all week that they're, staying there. And at 2:00 in the morning, here they are down dancing in the barns.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
it's,
All of that stuff.
yeah.
Again, that's just memories being made,
Yes.
Fun stuff.
yep. Oh, Queen's contest. I've got it. Here.
Yes. Okay, Mr. I'm in charge of the Queens.
So it looks like the 15th is the interviews that the young
Okay.
ladies participate in, and then the contest is on the 22nd.
And
they're going to
that
have
is
that at Park's
at
Edge.
Park's Edge.
Yo, and that'll be a great venue
I'm so
for that
excited
too.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plenty of space, and it'll be a wonderful place to be able to hold that. And so you have the Fair Queen and Court, and then the
So we announce.
little. What do you do,
So
Mister? I'm in charge of the Queens.
I have learned recently. So we'll have our contest, right?
Yes.
And then we announce the winners, and not at the fair. We announce them
that night.
that night.
Okay.
Their reign, however, doesn't start until July.
Okay.
So the girls and little fellow that we have right now will continue on traveling until July
Okay.
as our as our
Current.
current, yes. But we will know the new ones to come.
And that's a little
On the
different than it
22nd.
used to be.
It is. That's changed. According to Angie, who's been involved for 30 years
Yeah.
and does a great job with our girls and little mister. It's been different. You know,
It has changed
it's
over
changed,
the years.
But Angie does a really good job of, she orders custom sashes
Mm-hmm.
for the girls, measured to fit, not just whatever lands on the young lady.
Gotcha.
So she,
I
and they're
don't
very
think I
nice.
had a custom sash.
And their crowns.
And their crowns, and she makes sure that everything is perfect.
Okay.
For them when July comes.
So it's all
to start their run.
personalized.
It is. It's all personalized. So,
Okay.
and that takes time.
And their shirts for every day of the fair.
That's correct. Yeah. So when they're crowned April 22nd that night, then she'll start preparing that new group for July, along with still continuing to travel with our current young ladies and little
Sure.
mister. So
Man,
a lot goes into that.
The Fair Queen and Court, a lot of people don't realize this, but man, they work hard that
They
week.
do work hard.
And you know, not only are they traveling throughout the year representing the Jackson County Fair, which is fantastic, but
Yeah.
at the fair, you know, unlike a lot of queens and courts, like they're working. They're, you know,
They are.
at every show, passing out ribbons, helping the kids, and they're
You
doing
might see
all
them in a
this
food
stuff.
booth.
Yeah. I mean, like they
Or
work
you'll see them
hard.
with their animal, and then
Yeah.
real quick, like you'll see them in their crown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really wild if you think about. I don't know how Angie and all the gang, you know, heard all of that.
I don't either.
because
She's
it's
all
a
over the
lot.
place with them, and they also represent us in Columbus too, in the state level, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. It's
I forgot
in
about
January.
that. Yeah.
So they're a very busy group promoting Jackson County. That's what they're really doing. Is they're not really promoting. They are promoting the fair, but they really are promoting Jackson County as a whole,
Yes.
and they're doing a good job.
Yes. They do a
And
wonderful
again, like
job.
you said, Angie does a great job.
She does.
It's so fun though to see these, you know, girls and boy, you know, they get all dolled up in their dresses and stuff, and then you see them in the barns, you know, with their jeans and whatever.
Cowboy
and it's
boots
like,
and covered in mud or
They've-
poop or whatever.
Yeah, they've
it
got to
is.
be all of this all at the same time. And
Yes.
boy, it's rough. But
Absolutely.
they have a blast doing it though.
They do.
Memories.
Yes.
Like you said, memories we
absolutely.
make.
It is. It
Just
is.
like Apple Festival, you know, the memories that are
Oh,
made.
Yes, so much. So, and if you're thinking about trying out, do so because I think that you would be, you know, it'd be a lot of fun.
It would. They would enjoy it. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Oh, hey, today is day 32 of the cycle search. You guys want to help us with the clue?
Michelle said she would.
Michelle's going to put your cheaters back on.
Put my cheaters back on.
So today is, you know, cycle search. We are in week 7 of the cycle search. Today is day 32. And today's clue is brought to you by the Vinton County Health Department, Help Me Grow, and Moms Quit for Two, and Mark Porter Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Pomeroy. So thank you to them. And let's get to cycle search day 32, which is that one there. Don't mess it up. Pressure's on.
If you're an expert or just a beginner, find the prize and you're the winner.
There you go.
If you're an expert or just a beginner, find the prize and you're a winner.
Expert or beginner? I feel like there's something in there.
An expert?
Or a beginner.
That's both. I mean, that's at one end
That's
of
a lot.
That's at each end of the spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Beginner and expert.
Yeah.
I'll be darned.
There you go.
Again, if you're an expert or a beginner, find the prize and you're a winner. An expert. Ryan, are you
expert or
an
a
expert?
beginner?
I am not.
Are you
no.
an expert or
No.
a beginner?
I would be
You're a beginner of the Queens.
I am a beginner of the Queens, yes.
You know, Ryan and I grew up with the same curse.
Yes.
And that is that we were never able to, and this is another one I've never gotten over. Yeah. We were never able to participate in the Easter egg hunts put on by the radio because,
Or the cycle search.
or the cycle search, or any of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Because
we were
parents.
never ever able to. And I can remember going, and again, I've never let him live this down. Going out with Dad and him making me, go out and hide all the Easter eggs for all the other kids to search for.
Did you hide them really good so they couldn't find them?
Well, heck yeah. And I'd be like,
"Where's the one Easter eggs? Are you kidding?"
Here's the one with the big prize in it. I'm going to throw it over there so no one claims it. Maybe I can take it home.
No, we didn't. I even think that in my mind that I knew where the cycle was one year, and I couldn't.
And you're just like,
nope.
Was that where it was at?
No.
Well, James and I thought for sure we knew where it was last year, and it wasn't even the right county. So we were for sure we knew where it was.
Yeah.
When do you start eliminating counties?
We already have.
Okay.
Yeah. So you got to listen.
Okay.
A really cheat thing is, we save these shows every day. So you can
go back and listen?
Which I do. Watch them.
Yes.
I'll go back and watch
very
them.
good. Hey, was that Rick that just asked, when are we going to announce, you guys can help us with this too while you're here, Basketball Mania, since we had our national championship last night.
Oh, yeah. Who won that?
UConn. And it came down in our Basketball Mania to the final game. Like it came down to whoever won the Basketball Mania won the, had to win the final game to do it. So, James, you want to tell everybody a little bit more about that?
Yeah. So, it did, like I said, like Jen said, it did actually come down to that final game. Had UConn lost, we would have had one top three. And had they won, we would have had the top three that we ended with.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So, here it is. In first place is Natalie Nicholson. In second place is Carolyn Martin. And in third place is Marcia Lewis.
Very good.
Yeah, so congratulations to those three. Stop by the radio building. Stop by Stockmeister Plaza today or whenever during regular business hours to get your prize. And then I also want to give a shout out to Slark's Collision and Bright Side Lawn Care for winning our sponsor contests.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we did a little different thing this year too with some sponsors and winning and giving them a chance to win too.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's nice.
That is neat.
So again, congratulations to Natalie, Carolyn, and Marcia. Come pick up your prize at Stockmeister Plaza today.
Well, since Natalie's your next door neighbor, why don't you just deliver it?
No, she has to come get it.
He's like, I'm a sore loser because I can't participate
either. She has to have her official portrait taken.
The official portrait.
Official portrait. I like it.
Well, Ryan, we can go to therapy together someday that we, never were able to win any fun radio prizes ever.
That's true. But we got to do other fun things like, how many kids can say they slept on a couch at the radio station? We did that.
A lot, yeah.
We did that.
A lot, yeah.
Made commercials. So we have other
got to do the little morning show, sit on Dad's lap and do the morning show with them. Yeah, that was fun.
Absolutely.
But again, look what memories you made.
Hey,
That's
we did.
True.
I've got very good ones, yes.
So do you remember, I was telling this on the air, wasn't I, about going to the Reds game?
Oh, yeah. Jackson County Day.
Well, when we went to the Reds game, and I can remember they sucked so bad, and you guys all got out with your gloves, and my dad was like, "Don't bother."
I know, yeah.
And we got all the way through the game, and no one had scored. And it went into all these innings, and finally we just left because we were just it was horrible. It was the worst game ever.
I think we went and did we meet the dog? Was that Marge Schatz's dog? We got to meet.
Oh,
maybe?
I don't know.
Maybe. I might have saw it at a distance. I can't remember.
Your dad had a story that he told about meeting Schatzy off the air last time he was on the show.
I think I might have been in his hip pocket or something like that.
That might be.
When that happened,
he told it off the air, so I'll tell you off the air.
Okay, copy that.
Oh, no. I could have.
Did it involve Eric Davis? I think maybe.
Not this story.
Okay.
No, that was a different story.
That was a different story. Okay. Yeah.
But no, I remember, and then we went to Kings Island, and those were some of the fun things that we got to take advantage of because they did trade outs back then.
That's right. Yeah.
So we got to go to Kings Island a lot.
We'll get those Kings Island tickets so we can go back.
I know, right? They're stingy with them now. The Kings
sure
Island
are.
is. I tell you what, the older I get, I can't ride anything anymore. I tell you. I used to be able to ride everything, and now I'm like, ooh.
I can ride any roller coaster. I just can't do that ship.
Anything that spins.
The one time that when it went like that, it came out like that.
Oh, no, we don't want that.
Yeah.
No.
I can handle the roller coasters.
Yeah. The spinnier, the worse it gets. Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last time Jamie and I went to Kings Island, we bought that fast pass thing because we were running late. And so we just went from one roller coaster to the next one to the next one. And about, 10 times in, we were like, I can't do this anymore. We're like, we're done. Let's leave.
Yeah,
It's nap time.
true.
So yeah, that was rough. Oh well. Well, thank you guys for coming in to talk about the fair. Is there anything else you wanted our viewers to know? I mean, this NEAL McCOY thing is super exciting.
Just where to get the tickets if you want to get them now. If you want to get them now, you want to buy them today, you can go to our webpage and click at the top. It says Get Tickets, or at the bottom. Either way, you click on Get Tickets, and you'll see NEAL McCOY right there. You can purchase them.
Okay.
You'll print off a piece of paper. You bring that to the fair, and there's a QR reader on there that we will scan and give you a wristband to go on the track to your seating.
And there's closer up seats, and then there's kind of like general admission, right?
The grandstand is free.
It's $10 admission to get in to get into the concert.
But that's it. And
that's the grandstand's open.
Yep.
Okay.
And then for $30, you can get down on the track. You can either bring your own chair, or we will have 600 bleacher seating.
Yep.
Okay.
300 on each side.
Cool.
So that's $30, and you can, like you said, you can buy those online. For those of you that don't want to buy them online and want to text me or call me, I do have some to sell.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So
if you're just not savvy that way.
Of course, I was going to set up last week, but due to the weather forecast, the high winds, we decided not to set up. But I will, after Easter this weekend, start setting up down in front of Park's Edge with a tent for the NEAL McCOY tickets and the extravaganza tickets.
Oh, awesome. Okay. And then the website is Jackson CO Fair, right?
Jackson COOH Fair.
Okay, JacksonCOOH Fair.com?
Yes.
Okay. So Jackson County
Jackson
Fair.
Kua Fair.
Kua Fair.
And you can purchase those tickets to get you down the track, $30. But we want to stress that that gets you in the fair. So it's not $30 plus your admission. It's
$30. That's everything. Yes.
Yeah.
And stay tuned to the radio stations. I'm sure there will be some.
Yeah, he's got some tickets to give away out there too.
Yeah, because
of course we can't win them, but
right, true.
Once again, little bitter.
We know people that could probably get you in though.
Oh,
Michelle can. I'm just over the Queens.
He's just over the Queens.
Hey, listen, isn't there a thing where if you were ever a fair queen, you get in for free?
You get in free anyway, yes.
So would I get in? Does the horse queen count?
Absolutely now it does. I didn't even know it existed. So
yeah, we didn't know.
It absolutely counts.
A perk of the job.
Finally you get something.
Finally.
And I'm going to say, but I was the 1990 horse queen, and they're going to say the what?
Nope, we're going to
You're going to say, hey, call Ryan and Michelle. They've seen the proof.
We're going to put your name at the gate. We're just going to put it down there.
I'm here at the gate, and they won't let me in. So funny.
Yep.
Again, we thank Total Media for being a part of the Jackson County Fair.
Well, it's an honor and it's our pleasure to to do that because it's about working together in our community for the betterment of the folks here, and who doesn't like to go out and have some fun and bring great things to our community. It doesn't have to all be in the big city.
That's right. Yeah.
We can have fun down here in Appalachia.
Yep.
We can.
So actually dance with us and have a good time.
A lot more fun because we have mud and stuff.
Yeah, we do. I agree with you.
We're not prissy down here. We have fun.
Right. Yep.
And if it rains, we'll just let you and Ryan have a mud fight.
Oh,
yay!
a mud fight.
I love that.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll let her win.
I don't believe him.
I won't have to let
I'll put you in the derby pit.
Okay.
Oh my. Yeah.
A lot of mud there.
That sounds woof.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
We appreciate you and the rest of the fair board and everybody involved with the fair because obviously without your hard work year round, it wouldn't exist. And there's so many more people to thank, but you two happen to be here, so we'll give you guys
Take
a
it back
shout-out.
to them.
We
All right.
Thank
Please
you.
do.
Have a great Tuesday.
You too.
Both of you.
You too.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.
This just in.
The Telegram News has a new website.
thetelegram.news.com.
Same dedicated coverage.
Same trustworthy news with a brand new look.
Covering Jackson and Benton counties and surrounding areas.
Locally owned and operated, thetelegram.news.com has its finger on the pulse of the community.
Stay up to date on local events, high school sports, and breaking news.
thetelegram.news.com.
Subscribe today at thetelegram.news.com.
Check it out.